Hey guys, it's Julie Salant, your intuitive healer for your life and business. Thank you so much for being here. I am thrilled that you're here, and I am psyched that you guys took the time to watch my last video. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your comments as well. I am an intuitive healer for your life and for your business. I'm a channeler. I'm an animal communicator. I speak to God and spirit and archangels as well as animals because I love communicating with animals. And my goal here today is to not read cards because that's not what I do. I have some oracle cards I will be showing you, as well as some spirit animal cards, but I'm going to channel messages for you from spirit, from the archangels, and from your ancestors. So I would ask that we all set the intention today that you would get something out of this. This is a general message for the collective. So if it resonates for you, great. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But this is based on life path numbers. This is not based on your astrological sign, your zodiac sign. So for you guys, psyched to talk to you today. You are master number 22. I'm master 11, so we are so close together. And if you didn't know before, master numbers, there's only 3 of them. There's 11, 22, and 33. And we are master numbers because we have a higher calling. That means you have incarnated here more times than the average person. You are here to actually teach at a master level. And for you guys as a master level 22, master life path 22, you are the master builders. Okay. Let me just do a very quick recap for you. If you didn't watch my previous video, just to let you know, to get a life path number, it's based on your birthday. My example would be the month I was born in October. So that's the 10 out of 12 months. So you add up the numbers and then you go to the lowest common denominator. So we take October, which is the 10th month. So 1 plus 0 equals 1. And then the day I was born is the 25th. So you add 2 plus 5 equals 7. And then I would take a year like 1983 and you add 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3. That gives you a number. And then you add those 3 numbers together, and then you bring it down to the lowest denominator. So if you got, 55, then you do 5 and 5 is 10. Okay. So, and then that would be 1 plus 0. So that'd be a 1. So it's all down to the lowest common denominator. I will see if I can't find a calculator just to put up, so it's really easy for you. But for you guys, welcome in. I'm psyched that you're here. I'm going to be channeling for you today. I'm going to use some oracle cards. We're going to do past, present, and future for you. I'm going to find out what your biggest challenge is right now, and also what the animals and your ancestors want you to know. So let's just do a very quick review of what a master life path number 22 looks like. Master builders, you are brilliant teachers, very hardworking, very dependable. You are always productive, always wanting to get the job done, extraordinary ability to turn manifested things into reality. So you're here to really take something from your mind and then make it real. And you're very big in terms of ambition. You're unconventional in your actions, which makes you amazing in every way. And you create brilliant worlds based on your life and what you think the planet needs. So master builders, you all are. Psyched to have you here. So what I'm going to do today is, for a lot of you as the master builders, you're spiritually connected and you feel both a responsibility, it's a responsibility and a burden to use your cosmic gifts to better the future of our world. And I can completely relate to that. As a master number 11, sometimes we feel that we have so much to give and you have so many talents that you don't know where to start. And sometimes that can mean, the shadow side of that means you don't start at all, because you just kind of are like, what do I do? I can do so much. So I could do this and I could do that, but I'm not really sure where to start. I'd like to start off today with a channel message from God, from spirit, because this is what I was taught. And before I tell you what the challenge is going to be, this will definitely correlate to what you potentially may be going through right now. This is what I heard. The path to happiness and success all starts with one step. Connect the heart and mind and remain humble. The only way to do it is your way. There is no wrong way to do it. Just do it your way. You have more power than you think. Let people see this by showing it to them in a consistent manner. The challenge that I pulled for you today was love. Now, this can be love of self. This can be love of others. It can be professional. It can be personal. It can be with your animals. It can be any interaction that you have. Love right now is the challenge for you. Because you have so much going on, because you have such a busy mind and you're always thinking about building, I'd like to invite all of your ancestors to come through right now. And let me see if I can get a couple of, a little bit of information from your ancestors, because usually when I invite them in, they all come rushing in. So I have already called in the archangels. And I always want to mention that if you are not meditating, I would strongly urge you to start meditating. I'll leave a playlist up maybe. I don't sit there and just kind of do this. That doesn't work for me. I have such a busy mind. I need to have music, but the music that I choose, and you can do whatever works for you. This is your chance to channel into God, to spirit, to the universe, the archangels, as well as your ancestors. They can be right next to you, but you have to give them permission to help you. So this is the way we do it. Okay, really simply. Okay, I just focus on my heart for a minute. Take a deep breath in. And then I would ask Archangel Michael to please be with me now. Archangel Uriel to please be with me now. Archangel Gabriela to please be with me now. Archangel Raphael to please be with me now. Archangel Metatron to please be with me now. And of course, I ask God and Spirit, the universe, to please be with me now. I ask my guide, Romeo and Angel Jedediah, to please be with me now and to show me what life path number 22 needs to know right now that they are not hearing or not seeing. And I would ask all their ancestors to please come forward and to give me any messages that they are not hearing and they need to hear right now. Okay, so I'm immediately getting a table with a lot of things on it and a hand kind of going like this. And everything just goes off the table. And it's called clearing the path. Your challenge is love. You want love in your life, in any and all areas of your life, and for yourself. A lot of you out there right now are not loving yourselves at all. Many of you hate yourselves. I can relate to this, and I know what that's like. This is not a fun place to be. It's very important that you take the time to begin to start loving yourself and finding validation for you to begin to feel love by just who you are, and not from somebody outside, not from a spouse, not from a friend, not from a job, finding it within. And the way that you can start doing this is to get connected to spirit, your ancestors. You've got a whole team here of archangels that wants to help you, and they're waiting on deck. Wait, pick me. But they can't do it unless you ask them for help. So I would always urge you to please call them in, ask them for help, and then ask questions like, if my challenge is love right now, what am I not seeing? And how can you just give me some information and guidance? Because remember, even though you're a divine spark of God and spirit in the universe and an infinite being, you're still here in human form having a human experience. But that's the beauty of who you are. Okay, so let's begin. I've already asked in all of our archangels, I've asked in your ancestors to come through, and let me give you some information from them. Okay, guys, so clearing the way for love to come into your life. I'm hearing that a lot of you are too busy for love. You're throwing up a lot of roadblocks. I couldn't think of the word. You're throwing up a lot. And if I close my eyes or I stop for a minute, it's because I'm listening to messages from God, Spirit, the universe, archangels, your ancestors. A lot of you want love in your life in a lot of different areas. And a lot of you also want to love yourselves, but A, you don't know how, and B, you're throwing up a lot of roadblocks. This is only because this is the way you were taught and conditioned. You just don't know any other way. So it's not really your fault. So don't feel bad about this. It all starts from within. It all starts with loving yourself, because if you don't love yourself, nobody else can love you either. Really, in reality, that's the truth. But your job here on planet Earth You signed up for this as a soul, by the way, just so you know. If you don't know that, let me just tell you and explain this to you. You as a soul signed up to be here for this moment in time to learn specific lessons. Every soul has a journey and a path, whether you're incarnated 100 times or 5 times or 1,000,000 times. You signed up to be here. So everything that's happening to you is happening for you, not to you. So we can so often get caught up in life with, this sucks, I don't have this, I don't know why. And we go around kind of like a mouse, just running and never getting off the little track there. You want love, but you're throwing up all kinds of roadblocks. The way to get around that is you need to change how your mind thinks about love. One, that it's attainable. And two, that you are a divine being of spirit. You are an infinite being here in a human body, which means that you are love. You are love. No matter what's happened to you, no matter where you live, no matter how old or young you are love. And it took me a very long time to understand this because I didn't even like myself, let alone love myself. So if you're out there, I can hear you right now going, I don't even like myself. How am I going to love myself if I don't like myself? Well, you know what? You have to start where you are and start liking who you are and who you are becoming. And you are a person of, I'm hearing from your ancestors, you're a person of integrity. You're a person of power. You're a person of honor. You have a lot to give. You just don't know how to do it. And the only way to do that is just to do it one step at a time. Let me give you an example. I pulled 3 cards for you. This is your past, and it's clouds and it's shape-shifting. Okay, so this ties right into this. This is why I was seeing the, clearing the path. If you've ever looked at clouds, clouds change shape constantly. They never stay the same. If you've ever kind of remember when you were a kid and you might have laid down in the grass and looked up and you just watched the clouds roll by. It's so cool. And we never do it as adults very much anymore because we're too busy looking down instead of up. But clouds, it talks about shape shifting. Clouds are always there, but we never look at them. Love is always there, but you may never be looking at it. You may have love waiting for you right now at your doorstep and knocking and going, I'm here, but you're not seeing it because you have blinders on. So you need to focus on what's in your realm for love that you're not looking at, and ask that question to your ancestors and your guides. What am I not seeing? Is there love already near me and I can't see it? Can you please point it out to me? Because they will. Clouds and shapeshifting means that you are able to change shape and change your mind and pivot at any time. So for everyone out there who's saying it's too late, I'm too old, I don't have enough connections, I can't do this, I have so many failed relationships and I've been burned so badly that I can't get over it. That's a bunch of crap. You can get over it. By the way, we've all been hurt. Now, I'm not minimizing what you've been through. Please don't think that. But what I am saying is we've all kind of been hurt. By the time you get to a certain age, we've all experienced this. Again, I'm going to keep saying this. You have a choice, right? The choice is either you can choose faith or you can choose fear. And if you don't make a choice at all and say, I don't think I'm going to make a choice, I'm going to sit here in the middle, that's still a choice. And you're still choosing fear, by the way. You have 2 choices, faith or fear. You can stay where you are, where you've been, okay, in lack, in fear, in frustration, in being distraught, not having what you want in your life, or you can move to faith. Joy, abundance, prosperity, hope, love. And it's a conscious choice every day, guys, a conscious choice. So shapeshifting in the clouds, you can be like a cloud and shapeshift and turn and pivot your life at any time. I don't care if you're 20, I don't care if you're 75 or 80, it doesn't matter. This is what you're looking at right now. This is your present. It says autumnal equinox release. And it's not about autumn per se, because right now as I'm making this video, we're going into spring. But the way that, if you look at this, you can see the trees and the way that they're changing. There's like fire up the top in the middle. So it's going from dark to light and then into fire almost, but that's just light. You are connected to the light always. And the light is asking you to release what doesn't serve you. You have preconceived notions about who you are and your capacity to do better in this world. Every one of us has this. We're all programmed from our parents, from our ancestors, from going to school, from people that we know, from family members. Our family's always done it this way, so you can't break out of that norm, or you've had so many failures that you can't move forward. You can release at any time your burdens, and I would suggest that you do. And guys, let me remind you something here. I always say this. I used to think that asking for help and surrendering was a weakness. Now I can tell you it's the biggest and strongest tool in your toolbox. Surrender what you don't want, surrender what you don't need, and make the change and be open. It's just asking you to release the old and bring in the new. That's all this is. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Just let go of the old and bring in the new. I let go of my old habits, my old patterns that no longer serve me. I ask my higher self to come in and show me what it is that I need right now. What do I need to do to make a change to get to where I want to go? How can I have love in my life, personally, professionally, and within my own experience on a daily basis? What needs to change within me so that I can feel joyous and abundant? Because I want you to know, the more you connect to love and light, the more it's within you and the more it radiates out at you, right? You are the light. You are here to shine your light. And we need your light right now because we have a pandemic going on and the world's bananas, right? So I'm shooting this, it's March 2021, where whenever you find this is whenever you're meant to see it. But release the old and just take in the new and make it easy. And I always say this to myself, how can I make this easy for myself? And ask your higher self how to do this. And in the future, what do you get? Dance, celebration. I got to tell you, one of the greatest things that I love music so much. I can't go a day without music. I sing in my car. I listen to music all the time, all kinds of music, work out to music, dancing around in my house all by myself with my headphones on, acting a fool. But you know what it does? When you do this, it changes the energy around you and it allows and breaks up the negative, goes away, and the light comes in. If you love music, don't be afraid. Start dancing around. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you listen to. Dance and celebrate that you're here in this lifetime. You are a divine being of light. You are an infinite spark, and you have everything it takes to get to where you want to be. So that's your past, your present, and your future. So you're going to be celebrating in your future. You're going to bring love into your life. Right now, you're going to be releasing the old and bringing in the new. In the past, you're able to shapeshift, which will continue to help you as you move on through your journey. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just want to tap into your ancestors for a minute because I'm getting a lot of chatter here. So just give me a second here. So what do you want Life Path 22 to know? What archangels, spirit, ancestors, what do you want them to know? That it's never too late. Okay, we have some doubters in the room. Talking to you guys. We have some doubters in the room. I was a doubter too. I still doubt myself. I still doubt my abilities. I'm a master life 11, life path 11. You're a master life path 22. You're a master builder. You know what that means? That means you can do anything. You can build anything, anything. You can build relationships with animals. You can make things. You can work in aerospace. You can work in technology. You can be creative. You can draw. You can design. You can be a stay-at-home mom and do anything you want. You can build anything. You can build businesses. You can build bridges, which also means that if you can build and you're a master builder, which is what you are, that also means that you can change yourself pretty easily. All you have to do is believe it. Your ancestors are telling me that you guys don't believe that you can change and that change is not easy. And that's pretty much bullshit. I can tell you that from experience. All you need to do is ask yourself this question. I asked my highest self this: how do I make this fun and easy for myself? Because you can do that. Make life fun and easy for yourself. How can I get to where I want to be with love, and make it easy and fun. It doesn't have to be hard to be successful. That's something we were taught. It doesn't have to be that way. Make it easy on yourself. Love is all around you. Your ancestors love you. Spirit loves you. Your archangels love you. They're also telling me that a lot of you, in fact, probably 85% of you are not calling in for support and you need support badly. You guys, they're showing me that you're kind of in space floating on a tether. You know, when you see those space movies and they've got like Apollo and then they go out and they go to the, like, you know, look at the planets and they're like tethered and then they have to come back. That's how they're showing me. That's how you are. You are, if this was spirit, you're tethered way out here by yourself and you're not going to survive long like that because you don't have your power pack, because you're not connected. And the simple way to do that is to connect in to spirit, to your archangels, and to your ancestors, who, by the way, if you don't know, I always mention, all of your ancestors are here to support you and you carry all their lessons in your DNA. You are also here to clear some of those lessons because they do not want you to suffer what they suffered. And they do not want you to take the same track that they took. They want you to make your own path, create your own lane. That's the best way to do it, life. Create your own lane. Be different. Be yourself. I pulled a bunch of cards for you guys, my animal cards. So as you know, I'm an animal communicator. The way that this works is that animals are here to help us. They love humans more than you guys know. Every animal has a soul and they all have their own voices. They speak and they act differently, just like humans do. Just as if you saw me or any other woman, we all speak differently. We all look differently. We all have our own souls. That's the same with animals. And what they want to do is they want to loan you attributes that you need right now. Normally I pull 3, but they gave me 4 today. And so the first one is Antelope Spirit. Now look how fast that antelope is running, right? And it says, life is speeding up. Right now, the way the world is, we are in a pandemic. It's been over a year. We're on year 2. And the world's changed. Everything's changed. Countries are in lockdown, then they got out of it. Now they're going back into it. Travel's hard. There's a lot going on in the world. But that doesn't mean that you can't speed up to your goals, number one. But also it's a reminder that life is changing so quickly. And guys, look at this. It's a 2. And you guys are life path to 22. I can't make this up. Antelope Spirit is saying, speed up. The time is now. If you have been thinking about something for a very long time and Spirit has been nudging you to do this and put yourself out there, start showing the world what you got. Let's see what you have. Bring it to the table. Antelope Spirit says now's the time. Antelopes run. They're very fast. They're very strong. They're not deer. They run faster. They're stronger. They can run farther. They don't tire out quickly. Okay. It takes a lot to take an antelope down. Life is speeding up. You need to start reaching for your goals. Don't put it off any longer. The world needs your light. I don't care what area or, what you do professionally, but we need your voice. We want to hear from you. Life is speeding up. It's time for you to start getting in the game and stop being on the sidelines. The second one, so amazing. Squirrel Spirit. Look at the squirrel. He's loving life. It says, believe in yourself, right? What have I been saying? Squirrels prepare. So if you're thinking about doing something different, I want to encourage you, but I don't want you to wait too long because, again, as the antelope said, life is speeding up. Squirrels prepare for winter. Okay. So again, he's got his little nut there. He's ready to go. So that they're, that's kind of telling me that you need to just look at things, look at documents before you sign them, talk to people if you're going to collaborate with them, make sure that it's a good match and a win-win for both of you. Don't just jump into things. I want the Spirit's telling me speed up, but be careful about it. But you need to believe in yourself that it's going to happen. Do you think that squirrels go out there and they're like, okay, so I know winter's coming and I really need some, I need some acorns. And but I'm not, oh, damn, Should I do it now or should I put it off? I'm not sure. I don't even know if I can do this. Can I do this? I'm not sure. That's what humans do. We are so stupid, most of us. No offense, guys. But this is not the way animals work. They're like, squirrels are like, I know I have to get some acorns. I'm going to make a plan and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do it. And I know I only have so much time to do that because once the time is passed, because life is speeding up, it's past. It's never too late, but make a plan and do it now. The third card was Mouse Spirit. So cute. Tend to the small things. Again, just like the squirrel, tend to the small things. I want you to pay attention to what your mind is saying. Your ancestors are telling me that you are talking to yourself terribly. You are belittling yourself. You are making fun of yourself. You're telling yourself you're stupid. You are an idiot. How could you let this happen? How can you be so far away from your goals when you're this age? I don't want to waste time. I've wasted so much time. It doesn't matter. You know what? If you're one of those people who thinks they've wasted time, Spirit wants me to tell you this. You've never wasted time. Everything that's happened to you has happened for you. And it was because there was a lesson to be learned. Okay. So I used to think this. Don't think that. You're right where you should be. But tend to the small things. Don't just rush in. I mean, be like the antelope and go fast. You know, the squirrel, believing in yourself, but tend to the small things. Don't overlook things, but do notice how you talk to yourself. Do notice, you know, if you talk to yourself worse than anybody else ever would, and that was me for so long, you know, try to work on that. Build yourself up. Don't tear yourself down. Set yourself up for success, not failure. And the last one, Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. You are changing in so many ways. And the change is from inside and wants to come out. Every answer to your question is from within, not outside of yourself. You have an opportunity here to set the world on fire. Whether you know it or not, I'm here to tell you that you do. I'm here to tell you that you're good enough, you're strong enough, you're fast enough, and I believe in you, and you just start believing in yourself. And by the way, that small voice that keeps telling you to do this or that isn't going to go away anytime soon. As I mentioned in my last video, Spirit's been promising me to do this for 1.5 years, and I put it off. And now I got the Antelope Spirit, and he's like, go. I'm like, okay. What other messages from Spirit and from the animals, the archangels have something for my life path 22s? Get centered and stay focused. A lot of you, they're saying, have shiny object syndrome. Does that make sense? Because you're a builder, you see things a million different ways and how you can build something. And that's good. But they want you to narrow it down to one way or 2 ways and just start. There's no wrong way to do it. They're saying because you see things so many different ways that sometimes you think, I could screw it up, so I won't do anything. Remember your strengths. You're a builder. You're a master builder. You've incarnated many times, and Spirit's telling me to tell you, you were born to do this. You were built to do this. You were built to build. Does that make sense? The master builder was built for this. That's what my title is. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. I love to help you with this. I hope this resonated with you. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Tell me what you want me to channel in for you next time. Today, it's all about love and finding yourself. It's never too late. I'm sending you guys so much love, and thank you for watching. If you'd like an energy session with me, my biggest gift is being able to help you unearth your gifts, learn how to use your gifts, and then give you a mission, find your soul's mission and soul's path. And then, of course, if you want an animal message for your dog, cat, horse, whatever it is, I'm happy to do that as well. I can also talk to them if they've gone to the spirit realm, if they're not here with us any longer. I can still talk to them and bring you back messages of love and comfort. So let me know if you need me, and hope this resonated for you. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.